What's up, everybody? Welcome to Planet-Pepe. So this is my third attempt on trying to make this video. First time my mom called in the middle of it. The second time my storage ran out on my phone and the video cut out. So let's talk about Led Zeppelin. Man, I used to grow up really liking Led Zeppelin. But then when I was like a teenager, I started to hear these rumors that they ripped off like all their songs, and at first I didn't believe it. Because I'm like, come on, like that, you're just being a hater, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know, whoever would tell me that. But then, like, I looked into it. It's not even like an opinion-based thing. They ripped off so many songs from so many artists. Like, pretty much all their albums, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are literally the names. You can't get any more generic than that. They just ripped off, like, YouTube it, Google it. Like, it's like, pretty much maybe they did like one song on every album that was like their own. Every other song was like basically they're called honestly you can call them the greatest cover band of all time, because that's pretty much what they were. And there's like legitimate, it's not even like opinion based, like there's like lawsuits out there from like other artists that there's like still like legal things going on to this day from songs. They ripped off songs from the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, like blues artists. I think Anne Murray, they took a song from. Like, they pretty much, and it's so blatantly obvious that, like, I mean, I do not consider myself a Led Zeppelin fan. I'm kind of ashamed that I was for a while. But they, like, it's almost so obvious that it's like laughable. It's just kind of like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Are you, like, you've got to be kidding me. It was so blatant. Even, there was actually, it's interesting. There was like a cover band, not a cover, I'm sorry, like a warm-up band that toured with them, right? And like the warm-up band pretty much wrote Stairway to Heaven and like a bunch of other songs that Led Zeppelin just took from them, like, and just like pretty much made it their own. And like to the point where the cover band, I don't know why I keep saying cover band, the warm-up band, who was obviously, I don't know their name. I should have looked it up, but I forget. But they didn't even sue Led Zeppelin. They just got so pissed off that they were like, "Fuck you guys! Like we're out. Like, peace. Like you just stole our songs. Like you basically are like doing us, like, and you're getting famous for it, and we're not, kind of thing." Again, like look at like Google it. Like the comparisons are so blatantly obvious. It's not even like an opinion-based thing. And it's interesting because Gavin Rossdale, who is the lead singer of Bush, one of my favorite artists, like active today, he said he had an interesting quote or some type of interview he did where he said, when you write a song, the first thing I do is like run to the computer and like see what other artists wrote it, because he's like, this has to be influenced by something, or like, like this can't be that original. And it is. I mean, like you can have original songs and you can be influenced by other artists. I'm not saying that's not a crime to, like, not steal someone's songs, but like, to be influenced by someone's style, someone's flow or something. And it's also interesting too that, I mean, it's happened to me before. There have been times where I've written like lyrics or verses where I'm just kind of like, this sounds too familiar from something, and like I can't like put my finger on exactly what song it sounds like, but I would eventually figure it out. I'd be like, I gotta scrub it, because like I can't steal someone else's melody or something like that. Like, and I would write it not intentionally knowing it would be that, but like after I would sing it and like play it out, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, this sounds too familiar to something, and you figure it out, and you're just like, you gotta axe it, you gotta scrub it, and it's not a mistake, and as long as, I mean, it happens. But Led Zeppelin, oh my god, they just didn't give a fuck. They just flat out stole songs, like, and like there's like, again, there's like legal lawsuits. And what also is interesting is I have a friend of a friend who, I know her very, very loose. I met her a couple times, but she actually ended up moving to LA, and she was super smart. She became a lawyer, and she was she's like a Hollywood like lawyer, you know, like for like artists and stuff like that. And she said one time, she said, like, I thought it would be so cool, you know, to, you know, like I thought it would be like amazing. I thought it would be like glamorous. She said it was the most annoying thing in the world because artists would constantly sue other artists over like they stole my melody, and like apparently there's some type of formula that you gotta like where it's like, well, if it sounds like that much alike, then you're gonna get like, then you stole the song kind of thing. And apparently artists get like really petty over that type of shit, which I mean I kind of get. I mean I wouldn't, if I wrote a, I mean I've written songs, I wouldn't like someone else pretty much ripping it off, but like sometimes it can. She said it got a little like to the point where I'm like that's not your, like they're not ripping you off, you know, they're just, maybe it sounds a little bit like it, but it's not like, you can't sue and make money over it kind of thing. But but Led Zeppelin, they deserve to be sued there. They just didn't give a fuck. They just took songs. Like they just like, oh, we like that song, let's put it on our record. Yeah, I guess greatest cover band of all time, as they say. So yeah, I'm not a fan. This isn't like a hate video. It's kind of more like, I kind of find it more laughable than anything, just because it was so obvious. Like it wasn't one song that like it just took, like their whole record was other people's work and other artists' songs that they just kind of tweaked a little bit. And you know, I wish they wrote their own stuff. I mean, they, you know, but yeah, they're a bit of a con artist, I think. Yeah, and I'm not a fan. So all right, me and Stormcloud hanging out. planet-Pepe, everyone. Peace out. Bye.